in the autumn of 1999, we said the dot-com bust would happen by the second quarter of 2000, which it did. And we're forecasting that now. So, and again, I'm just on gold, by the way. On October 16th of this year, we did a podcast, and so I said that gold was hit a high of what it was about $4,380 or something. And I said, there's going to be a big correction. It's going to go down some $500. And it did. And now we're saying that gold has to stabilize strongly above the $4,200 an ounce range, like $4,260, $80 for a couple of weeks. Then it'll go higher. If it stays below the 3,900, 3,800, you could see it going down to 3,500. We see that near the bottom. So that's the way we're looking at it. But long term, we're very bullish on it.
You know, I know you called the dot-com bust pretty much right on cue. You talked about an AI bust coming. When you say you see the same thing happening as a dot-com bust, are you saying that there's a potential AI bust coming next year?
It could happen before this. It could happen any day. There's going to start being a sell-off. It's going to start happening.
Why do you say that? Why?
This is also driving up the Asian markets big time, too.
Mm-hmm.
You know, again, you look at the data. They estimate that half of the United States GDP is from AI spending. And you know, it's way overvalued. Mm-hmm. And again, you got to look at the facts. It's the cover of the magazine this week is that America is no longer the land of opportunity. It's Slavelandia. It's owned by the bigs, and it's not capitalism anymore. It's fascism. Not my definition. Once upon a time, there was this cat in Italy by the name of Mussolini. The merger of state and corporate powers. That's who's running the show. So going back, you have a handful of major companies owning the stocks. And they're the ones that are pumping it up. Not my data, but some of it comes out. So I'm not saying this is accurate, but they're saying companies like Vanguard, State Street, and BlackRock.
BlackRock, yeah.
Yeah, they own what? Some 40 to, I see the numbers like between 40 and 80% of the S&P 500. When I was a young man, and I'm the same age as Trump, there were no venture capitalists. There were no hedge funds. There were no private equity groups. It used to be the land of opportunity. Once upon a time, there were grocery stores, hardware stores, stationery stores, shoe stores, drug stores. Now everything's a chain. The chains own everything. Goes back to the elections. What just happened in the last November elections in the United States? Oh, the Democrats did really well because the people are broke. And Trump promised, hey, you elect me. Hey, I'm going to give you money. All right. Hey, you elect me. I'm going to let Ukraine war in 24 hours. All right. That's the crap that these politicians spew out. One after another, both sides. I'm a political atheist.
In a world of rising deficits, currency dilution, and market volatility, many U.S. investors are choosing to diversify their retirement accounts with assets like physical gold, silver, and even crypto. This video is sponsored by iTrustCapital, which offers a platform for Americans to hold physical gold and silver, as well as crypto, directly inside a tax-advantaged IRA. Designed around transparent pricing with clear premiums over spot and no hidden storage fees, iTrustCapital offers something that still isn't standard in the precious metals IRA space. So if you're a U.S. investor looking to learn more about owning gold, silver, or crypto inside an IRA, use the link in this video description. Americans may be eligible for a $100 funding bonus when opening and funding an account with iTrustCapital.
I look at the States, I look at the impact of Trump on the country, the global economy, etc. Do you think America, the stage has been set for a socialist wave, perhaps as early as next year, but in 2028? Do you think you could see a socialist in power in America?
You know, it's just happening now. But one of my sayings is when all else fails, they take you to war. Franklin Roosevelt seizes all Japanese assets in the United States. Just Google that up. History Today will come up. Mainstream. On July 26, 1941, President Franklin Roosevelt seizes all Japanese assets in America. The Great Depression is going on. The Great Depression. Hey, how come he seized Japanese assets? Well, those dirty Japanese invaded French Indochina. Hey, wait a minute. French Indochina? Number one, what the hell do I care? I'm an American. And you got the nerve to call it French Indochina? Vietnam, Laos, and Cambodia? What the hell are the French doing over there? Shut the hell up. We're in Algeria. We're in Morocco. Hey, we're the French. We're like the English. Sun never sets on the British Empire. We slaughter people all over the world. The United States, the UK, and the Dutch cut off 3/4 of Japanese trade. 3/4. Stole their money and cut off 88% of their imported oil. They import 100%. Okay, now wait a minute. You stole their dough. You can't get any oil. And now you kill their trade. Can't understand why they bombed Pearl Harbor in December. Go back to the dot-com bust. The NASDAQ is down 80%. A little boy of nothing with a pair of cojones smaller than a mothball if he has any. Little Georgie Bush. 9/11 happens. We're going to get that guy Osama bin Laden dead or alive. 90% of the people swallowed the crap spewing in that little boy's mouth. I got it? 90%. Everybody forgot about the dot-com bust. The NASDAQ losing 80% of its value. And what did they do? Hey, you don't have a job? You out of work? Deep in debt? Hey, don't worry about it. Sign over here. We got a subprime mortgage. Oh, and the derivative scam. And it artificially propped up the economy. I believe, so when you ask me about the elections, that midterms are coming up next November, anything can happen between now and then. And Trump will do everything he can to maintain his power.